Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Just Ask Answered. I have another great question for you. Now, this one again is probably going to be too long for me to put in the actual title on YouTube, but here's the actual question. How will I know if I am now at the eye of the storm, and how can I move out of it? Okay, second part to that is, what must I do to achieve becoming a high priestess? So, I think I kind of answered both of these questions, or all of these questions, within the videos that talk about shifting from 3D to 5D. Again, 3D being living life from a place of ego or conformity. So you're living life the way everyone thinks it needs to be lived and the way everyone expects you to live it. 5D would be living your life from a place of intuitive guidance or following your inner guidance system, your soul, okay? And if you are in the eye of the storm, it's because you've already lived a part of your life in turmoil because of growth and expansion, soulfully and spiritually. You maybe have gone through you may have gone through one or more dark night of the soul periods or dark times where you feel horrible. These dark night of the soul times are hellish. They truly can be brutal. Some people go through those times, those dark times, hardly noticing they've gone through a dark time. Other people just want to leave the planet. It's so horrible for them. So anyway, you will have already gone through a tower moment or two or three and struggled and expanded and grown spiritually and learned things. And you reach a place where you've gone through the storm, the first part of that cyclical storm, that spiral storm, and you're now in a place where you're being held back. You're being slowed down, almost to a stop. You're being asked to rest, recuperate, recover from the past, the dark night of the soul period you've been through, the growth. It is happening at exponential rates. You are growing. All of us are expanding and growing spiritually exponentially, so fast. This is a time of big evolution, fast, conscious evolution, and it is a time definitely of awakening of the planet. And a lot of us are here to be the torch bearers, so to speak. We are the front runners. We are the first ones, or some of the first ones, to go through this. Now, that doesn't mean that people haven't awakened and started to ascend. We're talking decades before us, but small, very small numbers. What I'm talking about is now, at this point in time, there are thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people awakening and ascending at the same time, basically. So if you feel like you're being held back, like you're exhausted, all you want to do is sleep, and you do have intuitive abilities, and you sense that your inner guidance system is telling you to slow down and take a break, you're in the eye of the storm. You're being prepared for coming out the other side of that spiral storm. It's like a tornado, you know? So if you were to enter the eye of the storm of a tornado, you'd have to go through part of the storm, one side of that storm that's going around and around and around, to get to the eye or the center of the storm. Because then what happens is, once you've rested and you're now energized and you've recovered from the past, You're now able and strong enough to move through the other side of that storm or tornado, so to speak. And that side of the storm is not going to be like the previous side. The previous side was brutal. It was very negative feeling in nature because it was stripping back all the layers that needed to be stripped back to get to the bare, very basic you, so you could start building and going in a new direction. And that's what this other side of the storm is going to do. It's going to catapult you onto your path to your destiny or your life's purpose. So that's kind of how you will know if you're in the eye of the storm. How you move out of it, again, is guidance. Definitely, you will be guided to move. Now, like I said in the videos, I kept seeing 1010, number 1010, 1010. And when I would see it, I would hear it's go time. And I kept thinking, okay, so am I going to start seeing 1010 on the clock and know that it's go time? And then I realized that I was coming up on October, which is the 10th month. And that's when I came to the realization that what my guide was actually telling me was October 10th is go time. Then November 11th was moving further into this transition that we needed to move into. And then 11/22 or November 22nd, that was when everything picked up speed and started to move at twice the speed, double time, okay? And 12/12 is the completion. Something I found out the other day that's very interesting is that the full moon falls on December 12th. And not only that, everyone, the full moon is at 12:12 a.m. So at 12:12 a.m. on 12/12, we have a full moon, or endings, things, cycles coming to an end so we can begin anew. And that's what I'm saying. That 12/12 end time is the ending of this tornado type storm that we've been in. We will at that point be fully on path and moving toward our purpose, from what I understand. Now, I am conducting another live group channeling on December 12th. I've got 2 of them set up because I want to be open to the people that want to be involved in this. So one of the times is in the morning and the other one is in the evening, okay? You can go to my website and check that out time-wise. But I want to make it clear that this is over the phone. And it's energy, everyone. Energy, just no different than when I do a general reading and I pick up on the energies of the planet. We don't all have to be in the same room. But the fact that all of us are on this call together, the energy around this live group channeling is going to be crazy. I am so excited about it. It is a toll-free number that you call into. There is a fee to be a part of this, okay? But the call is toll-free. It's a conference call number, so we can all come in together and we can all channel this energy at the same time together to find out just exactly what the directive is from 12/12 forward for us, because obviously we are shifted into 5D at that point, and we are now moving on path to our purpose, meaning we're headed for our twins. And that's another reason I wanted to do this group channeling, this live group channeling on 12/12. So if you're interested in that, please go to my website. There is a link below that says channeling. Click on that and you'll find you'll figure out by little guides that'll take you to where you need to click on to be a part of this channeling. It's going to be a blast. Anyways, back to this. You cannot move out of this. Well, you can do anything you want. I shouldn't say that. To move out of the storm, the eye of the storm, you'll be guided, like I just said. And when you're guided to shift out of the storm, it's not anything huge. At least from my experience, it hasn't been huge. It's been more of feeling things going on rather than physically, how do I put it? Rather than manually doing things, I'm feeling things. I went through a major transformation where I came out of it the 1st of December. And at that point, I could feel the energies. I felt them on the 22nd of November too, but on the 1st of December, they sped up again. So everything went double time November 22nd. And as of December 1st, they went, I don't know if it was double time again or not, but it was super fast. And it changed me in a way that it calmed me down somehow. I don't know, everything sped up, but I calmed down. It was amazing. So that answers that part of your question. Now, what must you do to achieve becoming a high priestess? Again, that is something that you're going to be guided to, okay? So, but you know what? Let's get a card. Because I do have this new deck. If you've been watching my Just Ask episodes, you know this already. The Motivation Manifesto, my new favorite deck. Let's see what we can tell the viewers now, angels. Thank you, angels. Okay. Nothing remarkable in our personal growth can be achieved without opening to love and unleashing its joyful fire into the world. Whoa. Okay, so open yourself up to love, okay? Because the high priestess, she is someone that is the highest of the high. She's not a queen. She's above that. She's not an empress. She's above that. She is the high priestess. I don't think it gets any higher than that. That is someone who is extremely intuitive. She lives her life from that place of love. She sees all, everyone, everything from a place of love rather than a place of fear. And what I mean by that is nothing more than everything that happens, everything that is, can be looked at from two different angles: love or fear, positivity or negativity. And when you find yourself in a place of feeling positive and happy, love is an automatic. When you're in a negative place and unhappy or sad, fear is an automatic. It is your first response to things. So learn to see things from a place of love by not reacting to everything in your life, responding rather than reacting. But before you even respond, take a step back and do this exercise. See it from a place of love, see it from the place of fear. If you're in a negative state, okay? So you're automatically going to see it from a place of fear or negativity. Try to find the positive side of it. Ask yourself this question: if this person loves me, why would they tell me that? Or why would they do that? You know, I had a friend once that used to come to me with every negative thing she could find out. She would hear things that people would say about me, or things, you know, maybe they wanted to mess with me and she would overhear it or she would find out about it. And she was always coming to me and saying, you know, so-and-so wants to do this, or so-and-so just said this about you. And that's her looking at everything from a place of negativity. Now, I was always a very positive kid growing up, and I would look at that and find it very hard to understand why she kept wanting to bring negative stuff to me. But when you look at it from a place of love, she wasn't trying to bring me down. She wasn't trying to hurt me with those hurtful things that other people were saying or wanting to do. She was trying to protect me by coming to me with the negative so that I could be prepared for it. So she was, in her own way, trying to do the right thing. She was trying to be in a place of positive, doing the right thing. And because I was a positive individual, I did see it that way. But if I was a negative person, I maybe would, those are the things that start wars. I maybe would have been so upset that her and I could have contrived this way of getting even with these people, and then there's this big fight, and somebody gets hurt. And so always try to take a step back. If you want to know how to become the high priestess, everything has to come from a place of love. Honestly, you have to have full-blown self-love, self-respect, self-esteem, self-worth. You need to have a true love for the planet and all the people and beings on it. You need to just come at everything from a place of love. It is truly all about love. That's it. And if this doesn't quite answer your question, go back and rewatch the videos that talk about shifting from 3D to 5D. You'll get your answers in there. I do hope it helped. I hope it did answer your questions, because that's what it's here for. Please check out the channeling link down below if you're interested in joining us and helping us bring in the information that we all require to move forward on this new path that we're all getting onto in 5D. That would be amazing. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one.